So, quick question, show of hands, how many of you have ever heard of a 6-year-old being incarcerated or being locked up? Nobody? Exactly. So today, I will be trying to persuade you guys that incarceration of adolescents is not an accurate way to punish minors, and what organization is helping to improve this issue. Alright, so I look at each and every one of you guys today in here as you guys are the future of America. And if we're being incarcerated or something like that, that's not gonna help our future. That's just gonna set us back more. So I will be walking you guys through what juvenile delinquency is, the main causes of why children get incarcerated, and ways to reduce juvenile delinquency. Alright, so what is juvenile delinquency? Juvenile delinquency is when minors participate in illegal activities such as theft, disorderly conduct, and curfew violations in marijuana possession. So show of hands, how many of us have done any of these things? Okay, I ain't even gonna. But, so if we all have done these things and we all have not been incarcerated for it, why should certain minors get incarcerated for that? So, jail is different from juvenile detention though. Jail, you do not get charged for underage drinking, parents do not have to pay, and you receive a hearing instead of an altercation. Our education is just another word for hearing, but for younger adults. And juvie, your parents do have to pay for if you get charged with any of those crimes, as I said before. And you do get charged for underage drinking, smoking, and things like that. Why do minors do these things? Mostly, according to Reiner and Creswell, attorneys at law, these kids do these things for these 3 reasons right here. Violence within the home. If you are getting beaten or anything inside the home or something like that, you are most likely to act out what you are getting at home. So if you see it, you're gonna do it, pretty much. Second is poor educational standards. If kids go to school and the school is overpopulated and underfunded, it's going to be a lack of discipline. So there aren't going to be a lot of security guards, or security guards are going to be cool like we had with Charlotte and things like that. So it's not going to be a lot of discipline going on within that school. Also, poor attendance. So when minors don't choose to come to school and accept the routine of getting up every day, going to school, and coming home, they tend to think like they don't have to obey the laws on a more societal norm, so then they just think they can do whatever they want to do. Alright, so juvenile delinquency is ineffective because the person I interviewed today, just want to say her last name for personal reasons. Hudson said, I did not learn anything from juvie. It just made me more rebellious than before. The only part that was good about it was I finally was noticed. So, with that being said, if Hudson said she just enjoyed being noticed from juvie, just imagine instead of ripping her away from her home or anything like that, why don't you just go inside the home and talk to the parent and see what's actually going on, instead of making the parent pay to go to juvie just to pay for what you guys could be paying for at home. I also interviewed another student. His name is Murphy, and Murphy fortunately did not have to go to juvie. Murphy did burn down a house in a car at the age of 13 years old, and was taken into custody by his grandmother. And with his grandmother got him a mentor that could understand his past and had been through what he'd been through, so he could pretty much connect with him. And with his mentor, he gained social skills, which gained him a sponsor who could afford to pay for karate classes. And in karate, I don't know if you guys know what karate is, but it's pretty much a structured thing, and it teaches you a lot. It teaches you saving skills. It teaches you a lot. So he learned that, and he eventually saved up to buy his first car at the age of 16. Paid it out, paid in full. He also His sponsor also takes him on trips around the world. So with those trips, he finally realized like it's more to life than just being in the hood, stealing, doing what he was pretty much doing before. So, oh, and he also will be here Thursday. I will show you guys. So, like I said before, imagine instead of doing the first picture, we instead incorporate our own money inside the second picture, helping the parents with money, because sometimes it's just a money problem situation. Imagine, because Darius Murphy, said that he pretty much had to defend for his family, so he had to go out stealing and things like that at age 17 to provide for his sisters, because you're not going to go hungry. So sometimes it's not even the parents' fault, it's just that, it's just money is an issue out here. So just imagine doing that first thing and incorporating it into the second thing, and they will get better results. Fortunately, we have an organization helping to improve this issue. Life Connections is working to improve this issue by creating better communities for individuals and to strengthen themselves pretty much. First, they teach their clients self-management so they can learn to connect with people, because that's really an issue if you grow up in the hood or something like that. You really have a hard time connecting with people and really seeing what others have to say. So they work on that first. And then they also don't just help minors, they help the parents as well. So that's another thing. They also have been around since 1998, so they've been around for a long time. Their original purpose was to reduce recidivism rates, and now they're serving in several different counties such as Stanley, Richmond, Virginia, a whole lot of that. So I would like to leave you guys with the quote that I made. I have a dream that adolescents will not be incarcerated for the mistakes they make as children, but instead be corrected and taught better ways to maintain life. I have a dream that the system will not look at every troubled teen as a criminal, but instead as a misled child who needs guidance. I have a dream that the government would not look at every adolescent as if they are the future of America. I have a dream. Thank you. I'm sorry, I did not go over it. I did not choose the first prompt that everybody else chose. I chose the second prompt because I couldn't really find what I really want to do in my career. And I'm just interested in these type of things just because I go through it, and the guy that I was talking about within my speech is my little brother. So we've both been struggling, but he struggled way more than I have. So I just wanted to bring that out. I just have a passion about it.
Perhaps there's a place for you to make some systemic change in criminal justice or something.
Yeah, I did want to be a lawyer, but I'm not on that side of the law. Like, I really feel like I'm on the other, so I was talking to my aunt about that. So I'm not really on their side.
Well,
So
it's
I
gonna be
can't
hard
go.
decision for you.
It's gonna be hard to shut them
Thank
out.
you, Deja. Does anybody have any questions?
So, who?
How you feel about being like a mentor, like getting into a program and just mentoring?
So I've actually been trying to look into that, just because I'm trying to get myself together. I don't really want to throw myself out there just yet. So I just wanted to wait until I get a little bit more established. I think I'm going to start this summer though with that. I'm just trying to figure out which age group I really want to help with that first.
So, would you go ahead and start like your own like little business?
That's what I really want to do. I want to be an entrepreneur and kind of do social work within the community. Try to give back, but with that it comes like a whole lot. You have to have a lot of sponsors. You have to have a lot of people that really pretty much support you, and then not only that, you have to try to connect with these families, because some families just don't want the help. Sure. So you got to find a whole lot of ways, and it takes a lot of time.
Okay, so do you mind starting off with like one child, like say 13? You take them. Like you take them to trips, take them out to eat, like y'all go somewhere educational. Yeah, like the Big Brother Big Sister program.
Yeah, I really am interested in that because I was in Big Brother's Big Sister as a child, and I feel like it really did help. But I know when I got to a certain age, I really wasn't respecting that a lot, because once you hit a teenager, you just start feeling yourself a little more. So
maybe that's the gap.
Yeah, that's the gap right there. So that's what I'm just working on to try to figure out a method for that, and then I feel like I'll pretty much have everything together.
Okay.
You gotta share the floor.
I'm sorry, but then, hold on. So, would you consider working with big brother, big sister, and then like y'all two are a team? Like you like your own business, but y'all two are a team. So when they become teenagers, you take them
Yeah.
and let big brother,
Yeah.
big sister release them, and then you take them.
Because when you should get 18 and big brothers and big sisters, they let you go. I really do want to partner with big brothers, big sisters, but with that comes with I need another organization with housing. I need another organization with schooling. I need a whole lot of organizations. So that is a good point, but I need a whole lot. I have one down, but I need 10 more to go. So
Oh yeah, true.
that's a lot.
Do a little research on the relatives.
Mm-hmm.
My sister went there. It's a really good program.
My best friend went there. It's really
Really?
Yeah.
Counseling?
Relatives is
Yeah.
a good youth organization.
Yeah.
Pathways for aging out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty
There's
good.
another one too. I think it's called Red Cross something.
Oh, I'm not familiar.
Red Cross something. They come get the bad kids.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I didn't choose Prompt One, just because I do want to be an entrepreneur with that, but it's going to be a lot to describe within one.
We need to get you a philanthropic mentor out in the community who's doing this kind of work.
Yeah, so I am trying to work like me and my aunt. We did partner up with the YMCA at one point in time because the YMCA wasn't like. I live in beside Arbor Glen, so like it's a Y. I think it's called Stanford Y, and they weren't letting kids. They were charging kids from the community more than the other kids that like went to POB or something like that. So pretty much if you had more money, they wouldn't charge you as much. But if you had less money, they would charge you. And me and my aunt, because when she helped us out, she pretty much was like, you know, why am I paying more for them and not paying more for me? And I have a lot of money. And so we went to a meeting and blase, and I incorporated some ideas. How about stop charging them more? Let's have something once a year. I could cook out an event. Pretty much like I feel like when school should start, that way everybody can be connected. And she was like, well, you know, how are we going to get out, because the Y, they just put flyers up. Nobody's gonna read those flyers. So I pretty much was like, you know, let's get a team of people that pretty much look like me, African American, and go around door to door because they pretty much listen to us more, and pretty much do that.
You know, that's a good point. You know, y'all go to the Y, y'all have a cookout, give them some book bags and stuff,
And
like the
Y
back to
has
school.
a lot of programs as well to help children stay out the streets, doing, you know, selling drugs, getting into gangs and things like that. And I just feel like more kids should go to the Y. They have cheerleading. It's like a whole nother school pretty much.
Right.
So I just
It
feel
is.
like that should
I
be
have to
good.
wrap you for time's sake, but let's talk a little bit more later about grants and mentors in the philanthropic community. Thank you. All right, and Duffy, you have an event planner you can work with on that.
Yes. That was great.